What is good, everybody? It's your boy Ronin22. Got a new video for you guys. I got a new haul video for you. Now, if you guys have not seen any of my past videos or know anything about my channel, I typically pick up manga, graphic novels, and also anime, and I will do a haul video for them. Now, usually I will show off my graphic novel pickups in my manga hauls, but I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do it a separate video and show off all the graphic novels I picked up in the past months, because I picked up quite a lot of titles and picked up some trade paperbacks, some omnibuses, some deluxe editions from Marvel and Image and Boom Studios and IDW. So this is going to be a good pickups for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the trade paperbacks, because I picked up a few volumes of this particular series, something that I have been picking up for quite some time now, and that is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We have volume 8. I think this is the ending of the Shadow Grid arc, which was a fantastic arc in the Power Rangers mythos, I guess. And yeah, I'm a big Power Rangers fan. I like the Super Sentai stuff, and obviously I grew up with the Power Rangers in the 90s, and still enjoy it. Still enjoy this franchise. Obviously, I don't really watch the series anymore, you know, because I outgrew it, but this I really enjoy because I like that it has a more of an adult spin, a little take on it. Has more of a mature take on the Power Rangers. So if you were a fan of it growing up, I highly recommend reading this series because it is more of a mature take. And we have also volume 9, volume 10, and also volume 11, and also volume 12, and volume 13, which I really like this one, especially with the Omega Rangers, which I'll talk about in a minute, and also the last volume right here, volume 14. So yes, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I've really been enjoying this a lot. I really like I was talking about volume 13, which I'll show some of the art with the Omega Rangers, because I liked what they did with the Omega Rangers. Because if you guys know from the past what, you know, randomly, you know, Jason and Zach and I think Trini, when they left the series, you know, they had a bunch of drama, at least with the actors, you know, leaving the series, and was just like, man, it sucked, because, you know, it just were just out of the blue, and they just had some new Rangers that would replace them. So I liked what they did with the Omega Rangers right here, basically having Zach, you know, and Jason, Trini being basically James Bond spies in space. So I liked what they did with the writing in here. I think it was Ryan Potter, right? Yeah, Ryan Potter doing the writing on that. I thought he did a brilliant job in doing that story. And yeah, hopefully I want to pick up more of these volumes. I would have loved to have picked up the hardcovers for it, but at the time a lot of those hardcovers were out of print, and you know, now they got some new ones. But you know, I'm sticking with the trades, and I look forward to picking up the next one, because I think the next one is going to be like a season 2, I guess you could say, because the last volume I was on, volume 14, left on a cliffhanger, which was pretty cool. So yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, if you guys like the series, I would love to know, who is your favorite Power Ranger? I would love to know. Alright, next up we have another title I have been picking up a little while now. I am way behind, obviously, in this series, but it is grown on me to become actually one of my favorite comic book runs. And it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by IDW. This is volume 4. Like I said, I'm way behind on this series, but you know, better late than never, I always say, and I absolutely love this run. I can see why a lot of people love it. This has become my favorite rendition of the Turtles, and yeah, these books are fantastic. I love the twist what they did with the Turtles and their mythology and their past being reincarnations of people from Japan, and obviously Master Splinter being their father and being like this samurai, and also the rivalry obviously with Shredder, who is one of my favorite villains, and he is really awesome in this volume. Really badass like always, but really great. And yeah, this is just a fantastic like run. Some of the artwork I would say can be hit and miss depending, I guess, on the artist, because they'll switch up artists, but I really love it. You know, story wise, there's nothing to beat with this, man. This is just so awesome. And if you guys haven't been checking it out, I definitely highly recommend it. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you have checked this title out. I know a lot of people read this run and collect these books because they are fantastic books, great quality. And yeah, if you guys have a favorite turtle, I would love to know who's your favorite turtle, because personally my favorite Ninja Turtle is Leonardo. I know a lot of people love Raphael, but I'm always going with the quiet Ronin type of character. And yeah, can't wait to pick up more volumes of this series. Hopefully I can pick them up some more next month or so. Alright, so the next book I have here, I actually picked this up at Organic Price Books. I actually have never bought anything from Organic Price Books, but I heard so many great things about the company, and I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised on the shipping, and I definitely want to pick up more books from them. But what is a book I picked up from them? It is a title that I heard so many great things about. I heard this was a fantastic one, and they were right. It's Once in a Future. This is by Karen Gillan and Dan Mora. This book is fantastic. Not even just the story itself of this, but just the book in general. I mean, you can obviously see some of the emboss up here. It looks really great. And yeah, not much on the back, but this is by Boom Studios. And yeah, Once in the Future is basically a unique take on the King Arthur mythology, and it has a very unique take on it. It's very dark. It's a horror, more of a horror comedy. I would say more on the realm of, I guess, like a Shaun of the Dead. But yeah, right here you can see Dan Mora. Beautiful artwork. It's just colorful. I don't know who did the coloring in this, but yeah, I really love Dan Mora's artwork. He did some, you know, illustrations for the Power Rangers, and I loved it then. But yeah, this was a pretty funny title, even though it has a lot of horror in it, but it's more comedy horror. It's not like scary or anything, but it's a fun one. And I really like the grandma character in here. But yeah, this is basically a King Arthur like story, but a unique one. It's a little different. As you can see here, it's a lot different. But yeah, it's beautiful artwork and unique storytelling. I'm actually still currently like reading it right now. I'm still reading it at the moment, but I'm just reading so many things at the moment, so that's why I haven't finished it. But yeah, it's a beautiful artwork right here. And yeah, hopefully I can pick up more from Organic Price Books. Alright, so moving on to the Marvel books that I pick up, I am a big Daredevil fan. Daredevil is one of my all-time favorite characters. He is my favorite Marvel character, and I had heard so many great things about Chiptodarski's run, and I wanted to pick it up, so I picked up the Deluxe Edition Volume 1 by Chiptodarski. And also, I forgot the artist's name. I can't pronounce his name, but it's right here. And yeah, this book was fantastic. I can see why so many people were praising it. And I wish I would have picked it up in the beginning, maybe with the trades, but I wanted to wait a bit and just pick up the deluxe because I like getting these hardcovers. And yeah, I don't pick up issues anymore, so that's why I'm picking up the deluxe. And yeah, this run basically is going into the character Matt Murdock, Daredevil, and something that had happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Now, the character was stopping a robber, and in the meantime, when he was stopping him, he accidentally or supposedly kills him, and that is not Daredevil's way. He is a very religious character. He doesn't believe in killing, even though he will sometimes be tempted, I guess, to break his faith. And you just see the character going through his depression stage of him or what just happened with him stopping the robber and accidentally killing him. But you also have a bunch of other storylines in here, like this cop character right here. I thought was pretty interesting. You just see him trying to just take down Daredevil. He believes what he's doing is not justice and he belongs behind bars. He doesn't like vigilantes. And also, obviously, you have the Kingpin in here trying to mess with Daredevil like always. And it was just a great story. I also like the Mafia story in here, seeing Daredevil interact with the Mafia. And yeah, just like it was a fantastic run. I think this is one of the best Daredevil runs I have read in a long time. I would say it's up there with Brian Michael Bendis, maybe even Frank Miller. But I enjoy this, and I'm definitely looking forward to the Deluxe Edition Volume 2. I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on with Elektra later on, and I can't wait to read more of this. It's just a fantastic book. Alright, so for the last book, this is a Omnibus by Marvel, something that I have been looking forward to for the longest time. My copy came really late to me, and I actually just received it like maybe a couple days ago because it's still shrink wrapped, and that is the Darth Vader Omnibus by Soule. I have been wanting to read this run for so long now. I've heard many great things about it. I grew up obviously watching Star Wars. Star Wars is one of my favorite, movies back in the days, the original trilogy. And I like the prequels too a little bit. Some of the things I don't like, but I read back in the past when I was, getting into comics, the Dark Horse run of Star Wars. I never read the Marvel stuff, but I'm really looking forward to start reading this. So, like I said, it's still shrink wrap. I haven't opened it yet. And yeah, basically this is supposed to be a Darth Vader story of how did Darth Vader really become Darth Vader. You get to see this take place immediately right after Revenge of the Sith, and you get to see Vader becoming the Dark Lord of the Sith, him trying to hunt down Jedi who survived Order 66, and also how did he get his red lightsaber. As you can see right here, I went with the DM variant instead of the original, but I really like this cover a lot, and I just can't wait to read this. Darth Vader is one of my favorite villains of all time, and I can't wait to read Charles Soule's run. And I also can't wait to pick up Karen Gillan's run on Darth Vader, because I heard so many great things about that one too. So yeah, that is pretty much everything I picked up. A short little haul. I am happy to finally get this out, because something that I wanted to show in the channel was a graphic novel haul. I usually show my graphic novels obviously in my manga hauls, but this is something different. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and your boy's out.